Our founder Nidhi Nahata is giving a talk at IIM Bangalore. Let's go check it out.
And so we have Justbe's founder, Nidhi Nahata, who's going to be our first speaker for today's event. So let's welcome Nidhi on stage. Just a little bit about Nidhi. She is a trained psychologist, a plant-based lifestyle entrepreneur, a public speaker, health coach, and a food therapist. She's been an inspiration to all. She took the courageous first step to create a revolution in the hospitality industry by serving authentic food, motivating her to start Justbe Resto Cafe, India's first whole food plant-based eatery and wellness center. Justbe is an avenue through which the entire family comes together and strives to make a difference in the world by transforming, eating and introducing the message of nature across the globe. Let's give a round of applause to her again.
Good evening, everybody. She just introduced, yes, I run Justbe, which is whole food plant-based, and we started this in 2017. Has anybody visited Justbe? Lovely, so nice to see so many hands up, yeah. So, it's been... So let me just speak about my journey and how it started. So I'm very, very excited to be here at IIM because I couldn't go to college. I got married really early. In almost 2093, I became a homemaker and a mom very soon. And having two boys, I started studying psychology. I really wanted to understand how do I manage them and manage my own self. And so many things, I just got very intrigued and I did a lot of courses like NLP and sound healing and family constellation and soon to be a psychotherapist. I was practicing that. And what I really understood was that I was trying to help myself and help a lot of people with, having a better mental state. And what I understood is that till we don't clean our body, we can't clean our mind. We've never heard that clean your mind and your body is clean, right? It is always that we need to clean our body first, have a little more alkaline and more healthy food to actually keep our mind nourished to function well. And when my cholesterol went very, very high, I went to the doctor and the doctor said it was alarming and I needed to be on cholesterol medicines. And they said that that's the only way. And I said that there has to be a natural way. That's when I founded about Sharon organization run by Dr. Nandita Shah, who has actually taken a mission to really help people reverse their ailments and diseases through food. I saw a miracle happen there. And when my cholesterols are okay, my rosacea skin allergy got all right, migraine, which I was suffering from when I was a teenager, got fine. And when I came back home, and I changed my home kitchen, because things happen well when you're in a retreat, right? And I was questioning when I come back home, how's it going to be? And in a month's time, my oldest son, his asthma, in a month's time became fine. My husband's acidity, my in-law's BP and sugar, my aunt's cancer, and we just saw what power food had. And I had no other conversations. If people would meet me, I would be only speaking about food and what changes they could make in their own kitchen. Because what I believed is that health is in our own kitchen, is at nowhere else. And one evening when my son told me that, Mom, I don't want to eat all that what I ate for so long, but I'm a growing boy and how am I going to be surviving in this world? And that night I couldn't sleep because I was like, we need to do something about it. And when I came up with an idea that let's open a restaurant. So my restaurant is not just vegan, it's whole food. So just to introduce you to what is whole food plant-based, veganism is no dairy, no meat, no honey. So that's vegan. And when we talk about whole food, all these three we don't eat and we don't use even refined and processed products. That's like no ghee, sorry, no oil, no maida, and no sugar. So we avoid all these 3 products also. So they were like not very happy about this whole idea, and I'm going to tell you what happened and how. So I started studying more about nutrition, and I became an e-Cornell. I did my diploma course. So just to tell you that I was just 19 when I got married, right? So I didn't complete my graduation, so I was not certified. I could only do diploma courses. So from 93 to 2016, I was only studying. I've been a student for a very, very long time. I'm very glad that I got certificate, and my work, my restaurant, and my journey with my restaurant has been my biggest degree. And I'm also a Sharon certified nutritionist, so I've been helping people with, and today an entrepreneur. Yes, so this is in 2017, this is how our restaurant looked, and the next one. So my mission was that I wanted to start a place where usually people travel from hospitality to hospitals, and I said no, I want people to really from hospitality to a good healthy lifestyle. Can I open such a space? And can we get more into natural food? And that's where I bring it. I still give you pizzas and burgers, so don't worry that I make you, nobody's deprived of tasty food. Here, so let me just share about the challenges which came across. The first thing was that I don't come from a hospitality industry or a background. Everything, so when I proposed that I want to open a restaurant, my husband's first thing, we don't know anything. And I was like, kitchen ही तो चलाना है, इतने दिन से घर में चला ही रही हूँ. I'll खोल लेंगे, एक और kitchen खोल लेंगे, बस थोड़ा बड़ा होगा. I didn't know what was I getting into, and it's not that easy. The second challenge was when I started hiring people. So they were like the chefs. Okay, vegan, no maida, no sugar, and no oil also. Ma'am, क्यों खोल रहे हैं आप ये? कोई नहीं आएगा खाने के लिए आपके restaurant में. Everybody wants to indulge in food. And बहुत मुश्किल से, very, very difficulty, I found one guy who said, okay, fine, because he was a little more enthusiastic about experiment new things and explore new things. देखते हैं क्या है whole food plant-based. Because veganism in 2017 wasn't a rage then, the way it is today. And so while we were doing the renovations, when he agreed, I grabbed the opportunity and I said, why don't you come home for dinner? So every evening I would call him for dinner. And I would cook. And then he was like, oh, you made the curry without the dahi? I said, yes. Oh, you made this without oil? I said, yes. So 3 months he had, and to make him convinced that we can do it, I said, बस अब gourmetize कर दो, वो नहीं आता मुझे. घर का खाना बनाना आता है, but I don't know how to gourmetize it, which I learned in course of time. And I had to supply what was not in demand. Nobody was demanding for this kind of food. Right? That was the third challenge, building the team with my chefs inside, the junior chefs. The first line they would say, "Ab aisa khana bolenge, hamara haath kharab ho jayega." Because they have been cooking in a certain way. They learned cooking, and I'm telling them to unlearn and learn this. So I know that a lot of them were not really ready. And when guests would come, so the restaurant, if few of you actually visited. So the restaurant doesn't talk about anything, whether we are vegan, non-vegan, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, whole food, plant-based. I don't market it. It's food. Just come in. If you like it, you come again. If you don't like it, koi baat nahi. And that's what we do for every restaurant and every place, right? So that we can be one. I just didn't want to label ourselves. But what we did is that every person who came to eat food, after they would finish and be like, did you like the food? Okay. Yeah, so this is whole food plant-based. And this has no oil. And each dish has a story. And what was very rewarding was when they would bring more guests and they would talk about the food. And they would be talking exactly what I've explained to them. And that's like, yes, I made it. The next one. Yes. So what did I do for actually being in an industry which is not in demand, which not many people are choosing to eat, go out and eat, right? Actually started a lot of cooking classes. The whole intention was not to really, initially when I started, it was not just that it is about a commercial concept. It was more about education, it was more about spreading the message. And that's what food can do. What Hippocrates had said, that food is our medicine, and let the medicine be our food. And I had experienced it. But I really wanted the world to feel that yes, we can make this happen. So I started doing cooking classes so that I could enter not just from my restaurant, people to come in and eat here, but even at homes where generations, it will make a difference in generations, not just that one person who's come to eat here. I started doing free talks. Anybody would invite, even 5 people. Before I started the restaurant, right, I didn't know how to reach out to people who are going to be my audience. So even if audience of 5, I would say, yeah, I'm ready to come and give a talk. I'll come and teach how to do this. So people with kitty parties and group of ladies and homes, and somebody has BP and they would call me, and they're like 4 people. I would sit and talk for hours together with them, and I think that was really very, very amazing, because I really felt, okay, fine, people are looking for it. There is an audience to at least listen. I don't know how much would they implement, but there was an opening for me over there. Workshops and seminars, we did actually a lot at the cafe once we started. So that brought a lot of different audience who are not looking for health, but when we just needed people to just enter, ek baar aap aiye na andar, we'll take care after that. But we just wanted to bring different people from different diversities so that they can hear. Yes, I have actually touched more than 5 lakh people with smoothies. So through my consultation, going to, like kisi ne invite kar liya ghar pe, so whoever is there, I would just, okay fine, I'll teach you how to do a smoothie. So people who don't even know me, I have not even met them, but they know me only as, okay fine, we do your smoothies. So that was one thing which actually online, on Zoom, 2 years of COVID actually helped me a lot to reach more people. And 20,000 people through my transformation through the health consultations which I keep doing. And today I don't have a team, I have a family. And that's actually amazing, because today when they come here, we start taking care of their health, whoever's joined my community, Justbe community, Justbe family. And we do their blood test. After a few months, we do their test again and see that, okay fine, where are you from here to there? We have one person here, Mr. Kanik Raj, who went to the doctor and the BP started. Yes, Kanik Raj. The doctor gave him the medicine, BP medicine, and said, ye to lena hi padega. And he says, ma'am, I didn't listen to you for 2 years. I've been eating months now. He didn't start off with the medicine, I'm glad, but now he doesn't need it. So that's the power of food, what we can do, and the food is not anywhere, it's in our own kitchen. Our kitchen has to turn as a pharmacy, F-A-R-M-A-C-Y. Because we are all dependent on the pharmacy, P-H-A-R-M-A-C-Y. So we're very, very dependent there. And it's our kitchen which can make it. Yeah. Just to tell you that, a lot of things have come in my life. Which I didn't plan for. I never planned that I'm ever going to engage in life, opening a restaurant, spreading, giving talks. I never thought I would be ever doing this. But I feel that sometimes when you don't choose something, you're chosen for something. And I'm one of the chosen one to spread this. And I would say that I actually love whatever I do. I stopped chasing to what I love. I want to chase that. I don't want to do that anymore. I have started to love whatever comes my way. My work is my love today. And yes, I believed in what nature can do, what food can do, what I believed it so deeply. I experienced it so deeply. I've helped so many people. I've seen results happen, amazing results. My oldest son was suffering with asthma, very, very severe asthma, and He, in 1 month's time, we've been vegetarian. But vegetarians and non-vegetarians, we actually share the same diseases. So there's nothing notch higher being a vegetarian, and that's what I felt. I'm a Jain too. The minute I dropped dairy from our lifestyle, my son's asthma disappeared. And so many other people have helped, and I've seen results like crazy. And I just believe that we need to be crazy enough to get into doing something. And I am. I'm one of the crazy one who believes that we can make a difference. We can make a difference in the world, one step at a time, one plate at a time, one bite at a time. And I invite all of you to try a whole food, plant-based lifestyle from your own kitchen. Yeah. I just shared Kanikrad's story before, but yes, we have seen, I'll just share a few. I have how much time? Okay. So I'll just share a few stories and how miracles happen. So here's Deepthi here with me, who is my daughter-in-law, my older son's wife, who had thyroid and PCOD. And when she got married, she was a vegetarian. And just didn't know that how can we reverse without medicines. And in a year's time, she's actually out of both her ailments, and she's free of it. And today she is actually wanting to help everybody who is suffering with these two, because she knows how she did it. And what exactly is about the food is the minute we throw away refined products from our diet, which is when we use oil, we're actually throwing away all the nutrients and the fibers. When we're using maida, we are using, again, we're refining it, super refining it and using it. So when the products go into our body doesn't know how to work with it, because the food has been designed with fibers for us to be helped. Otherwise, we're only putting fat. And when fat goes into our body in the form of oil or butter or ghee or cheese or any of these products, when it goes into our body, it doesn't know how to relate to it, because there are no fibers. Fibers is the most intelligent part of our diet, and when we take that out, the body doesn't know how to relate to it, the food doesn't know how to go and work inside the body. So whether we need to just look at food, we don't even need to find a protein and calcium, and we don't need to do so much of research if we eat more natural food, because he cannot forget to give us in his food. He's actually designed every food. Man are only extracting from the natural products and giving it to you. Right? Let's have the more of the natural products. That's what I believe in. And yes, reversed my family's health. Also one of the cancer patients who was already 3rd stage cancer. Doctor said we don't know whether she's going to be, how long she's going to be there. When she had her chemo, and she's already on a whole food plant-based diet, she only called and said one thing, that I'm after my chemo and I'm not dead. Otherwise, after a chemo, I'm on bed. I cannot move for the next 3 days till all the bacteria, good bacteria, are alive, right? And when we keep putting nutrients from our food, which is fruits and vegetables and grains, a lot of them, and we see that we're again the body is actually waiting for us to just put it to. Another lady, another person is my nani, my grandmother. She was 80 when she came to stay with me, and I actually pulled her out. But you have to come and be with me, because let me help her out with this diet, very, very close to her. In 15 days after this diet, she's telling me that, Nidhi, what are you putting in my medicine, in my food? I said, what happened? I was scared that she's going to say, no, I'm not going to eat what you give me. So she said, no, you first have to tell me, are you putting some medicine? Because when I walk, I feel I'm more confident. And honestly, that was so reassuring for me, because even at 80, our body is ready to support us. Our body is ready to help us. And so age wasn't a barrier too. It's not कि बस सब 40 हो गए ना, BP तो आएगा ही. अभी 60 हो गई, cancer तो है ही. It's in fashion now, right? It's okay. So results and testimonies is something which I kept hearing, and my own people whom I was helping, they kept giving me like, oh my god, I feel better and I feel happier, I feel more energetic. And for me, I don't think I felt the way I feel today when I'm closer to 50, what I felt when I was 20. I don't think I had this energy, and that's what I would say is from his food, which nobody is there to market it. Nobody markets the nature's food, right? It's only packaged food which we market. So I would say really trust and believe in nature. He hasn't forgotten to give us protein and calcium and potassium, and whatever we need is there in all the fruits, vegetable, grains which nature has grown for us. Another thing, when we speak about not foods, what they are doing, we just have to know that food is grown for us and is offering, even the apple or bananas or everything falls for us to pick up and eat. Food which runs away from us, or the cows kick us and we have to tie their legs when we actually milk them. That means they're saying no. Food cannot be difficult for us to be reached to us. It cannot be difficult. It is very easy. We make it difficult. We make it because we're not reaching out to our food. Chickens, they run away. When we go to pick them up, they run away from us. So food cannot run. Food is grown. It's not born. And I wish all of you all taste good health and not just run behind good food and taste good food. It's about taste good health. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.